everyone, and welcome back to the Presidential Dungeons & Dragons campaign. This is episode 4 of our Strahd Dies Tonight series, which is a one-shot spin-off from our main Dungeons & Dragons campaign.
Once again, Ben, you've left us where we are about to die. And then you just keep droning on and on in the intros.
That was a pretty quick intro.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. I'm sure we can get right back into it.
All right, yes, so we left off last session with the party in quite a bind. The witch, Baba Lasaga, is dealing out massive amounts of damage, and it seems that through some sort of enchantment, the church itself is alive and is now joining in the fight. Giant hands made of roots and rocks tore down the church wall, and it's going to start attacking. Baba also cast a spell that made a bunch of tentacles erupt from the ground and begin attacking and restraining you guys. Jodin is currently restrained. So far, Barak and Donatello have avoided being hit, and I believe it is Barak's turn.
All right, I have to start with a dexterity saving throw. Is that right, Ben? To avoid the tentacles?
That's correct.
Damn, this is bad, guys. That's a natural one.
Damn, Obama, you've done like nothing this whole battle.
He killed the 2 insect swarms.
And I'm pretty sure I got stunned because Baba recognized I could do a lot of damage.
Well, you'll take 14 points of bludgeoning damage and are restrained, so you can't move and attack rolls have disadvantage.
All right, well, I want to use my ring to give all fire spells an additional 1d6 damage for the rest of the day. Then I want to cast Fireball as a 3rd level spell. Can I hit both Baba, Lasaga, and the giant hands?
Since you are restrained, aiming accurately like that will require a dexterity saving throw. I think 10 seems like a good challenge rating, so no matter what, you can hit one of them. If you get below 10, you might hit someone else as you aim your spell. If you get above, then you can hit both of them.
I swear, Barak, you've already hit me with multiple spells.
And you'll kill me probably if you hit me with a fireball.
All right, I get it. I'll just aim for Baba Lasaga.
That is a 14 on my roll, and unfortunately, Baba doesn't have anything for dexterity. Your spell save is a 15, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So, she does fail then. How much damage?
With the extra d6, that's an even 40 points of damage.
Holy shit. What the hell are you doing, Barak? Why didn't you do that sooner?
I couldn't, or I would have.
Abba lets out another guttural scream as the fire rips into her, leaving her a charred corpse. The giant hands are going to slam the ground in anger as the black tentacles fade away.
Wait, the hands are still alive?
Yep.
I thought they'd fade if we killed her.
Maybe she isn't dead. Does it take more than that to kill her?
No worries, guys. I got this.
Well, it is Joan's turn next.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do against a giant thing like this. I guess I'll run up and slash it with my short sword twice. That's a 13 and a 15. What do I need to hit?
Sorry, Joe. Neither of those hit. You need a 16 or higher to get it. You run up and begin slashing with your sword, but all that is accomplished there is your sword is dulled a little bit.
Guys, we might die here.
Maybe it's friendly?
It just slammed its hands into the ground in anger when we killed Baba Lysaga. It's not friendly.
I know Donald, but one can hope, right?
Well, it is your turn, Donald.
I'll also slash it with my sword. I'm taking this thing down. That's a 16 and a 22 for 22 damage total.
You cut a few of the roots, but it hardly looks bothered by it. It is going to swipe at Donatello twice and Jodin once. That's a 15 and a 21 to hit Donatello, and a 30 to hit Jodin.
A what to hit Jodin? Is that even possible?
A 30 and it wasn't a critical hit, Ben.
No, I rolled an 18.
Damn. We might die here, guys. Obama, we need a long shot spell here.
I have an idea, but I have no idea if this is going to work, guys.
How much damage has it been?
I didn't roll great, but that is 25 damage at Jodin and 28 at Donatello.
And that was with a bad roll? God damn it, Ben, this is such a rigged fight.
Again, that's why I warned you twice. But you all decided to follow an old lady into a church when you knew it was dangerous. I mean, you could have investigated the town, found out everything was an illusion, went in a bit more prepared. But you walked straight in. I thought I had warned you sufficiently.
That is a good point.
But is it worth a total party wipe?
I mean, that would be a pretty sad conclusion to the adventures of Barak, Donatello, and Jodin.
Well, I am down for the count.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
First, I want to heal up Jodin with Healing Word. That's 6 points of health. Then, and this is a long shot, I want to try casting Dispel Magic on the church. Here's hoping that Ben meant it when he said that it was an enchantment.
I believe you have to make an ability check since it is above a 3rd level spell. The enchantment is operating at a 7th level spell, so the spell save DC is 17.
Holy shit, are you about to save us, Obama?
I'm going to try at least. If not, well, at least Jodin is back up to attack it again. Guys, I just landed a Hail Mary. That's a natural 20.
Thank the gods.
All right, I got to give this one to you, Barak. You did a good job.
I'm quite impressed. I didn't even know you had Dispel Magic. You hear a loud popping sound from the altar, and looking over, see a ruby pendant hanging on a small hook shatter completely. The 2 arms freeze in place, and the rumbling stops.
We did it.
You guys did it.
All right, this will be the only time I'll ever say this, but we are the greatest.
You don't want to try to claim all the credit.
I would. But for once, it's a good thing that you are playing a super overpowered wizard. Wizards are really cheap, but apparently they can come in clutch.
I really thought Ben was going to kill us there.
I thought I was going to as well. But I couldn't lie on any of the rolls or anything. You guys chose to walk in. You had to fight the battle you chose.
You did help us out, though, I'm guessing. The church was walking away at the beginning instead of joining the fight. If that thing was around for another round or two, we would all be dead.
That's true. Looking outside the church, you have moved a good mile or two closer to the castle, though you are in the middle of the swamp now, with no road in sight. It looks like Baba Lysaga was taking you to the castle.
That doesn't sound great. We were already going there. Why was she taking us there?
Also, it sounds like Baba Lasaga is Strahd's mother. We just killed his mom. He might be a bit pissed at us.
It was self-defense, but yeah, I don't think Strahd would take that well. All right, should we search for this artifact? I'm guessing it's by the altar somewhere.
At the side of the altar, a book that had fallen down catches your eye. The dry parchment looks ancient, and it is written in a rich, dark red ink. You recognize its blood.
Is it a spell book, or what is it?
Opening the front page, you find that it is a journal of some sort.
We did all of that for a journal?
That might kind of make sense if it is Strahd's journal. I believe the fates said knowledge of the ancient written by his own hand. This would be exactly that.
Can I read the first entry, Ben?
Sure, here you go.
The dark powers have cursed me. Every time that I get close to her, some tragedy from another worldly entity prevents me from having my freedom. I feel their eyes upon me, even vampire, judging me ever. You're wrong. I have done what I have done for the benefit of my people, not for my own gain. I am the rightful ruler of Barovia, the rightful king of this land. I shall not stand for interference. I shall hide this place from their sight, and shall once again be king unto myself.
So Strahd isn't a fan of the dark powers either. Maybe he could help us in killing off the champions.
Somehow I doubt that he would be willing to help us. I do wonder, though, perhaps this time we're the tragedy to befall him, and whoever he means by her, maybe the dark powers themselves, brought us here to stop Strahd from having what he wants.
So do we continue? Do we try to kill Strahd, even if it means serving the dark powers?
Well, so far, all the dark powers have done is save Joden and give him tons of power. Hell, even the resistance to necrotic damage seems like a great ability to have. I say we help them out and stop Strahd.
You hear a cough from the entrance to the church.
So, you have killed Baba Lysaga. I'm unsure whether to be impressed or displeased.
You're kidding me, Ben. Is this Strahd?
I see that you already know of me. I'm hardly surprised. However, I do not know you, which is an interesting occurrence. Very few have ever entered this land without my knowledge.
Sorry for killing you, Mother.
Strahd lets out a mirthless laugh.
She was not my mother. My mother was buried in the family crypt far, far away from these lands. Baba Lysaga was my mother's nurse and helped to raise me as a child. My mother exiled her when I was still young. I must admit, I was curious about how she also came to these lands. But as she did not pose a threat to me, I saw fit to leave her to her machinations.
Oh, well, in that case, sorry to kill your nurse, I guess.
Strahd eyes the three of you closely.
Why have you come to this land? Are you servants of the dark powers?
I don't serve anybody except myself.
We aren't friends of the dark powers, no.
They have no friends, only servants. To think otherwise is to be deceived. Very well. If you are not here as servants, then I insist you come to my castle as friends and join me for dinner. It has been a long time since I have hosted anyone from outside the mist. I insist you tell me of where you have come from.
Do you have good cooks?
He looks at you curiously, judging whether you meant insult or are genuinely asking.
The greatest in Barovia, I assure you. Well, do you accept my invitation?
I don't think you are supposed to accept invitations from vampires.
He flashes a grin showing pointed teeth.
It would be unwise to decline one as well, especially while you are compromised.
Sure. We'll come to dinner at the castle. When?
Tomorrow night, if that would suit you well, to give you time to bathe and recover from your encounter. My servant Rahadin waits outside with a carriage to escort you to the village of Barovia. I have reserved a room for you at the Bar of the Vine, a local tavern that I am quite fond of.
See, that is what true royalty does, guys. No more camping for us.
Strahd smiles.
I do like the three of you. You will make interesting guests, I am sure. I shall see you tomorrow evening then, and to assuage any worries, I will promise you that no harm shall come to you on your journey to or from my castle, assuming you come in good faith and without malice.
He turns and leaves out the doors of the church.
What the hell did he mean compromised? I knew it. One of you is hypnotized or already a vampire thrall, aren't you?
I think he meant that we are wounded and weak at the moment.
I'm not weak. Speak for yourself.
You have, what, 20 health left? I'm at 14 and have used quite a few spell slots. Joden is at 6 after I healed him. We would definitely lose against Strahd.
You guys would. Strahd and I are friends, though.
Let us know how that goes. From the sound of it, you might be a vampire thrall.
I am far too strong-minded to be anyone's slave.
Strahd said his servant was outside with a carriage, right? That sounds like a quick trip to the village and the tavern then. And we will have tomorrow to try to find out some more information.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of walking into another dangerous environment. Even if Strahd promised we wouldn't be harmed.
All right, all that I'm saying is maybe we hear him out and try to help him fend off the dark powers. And maybe he helps us kill the other champions in Darkon.
I have a bad feeling about that, but sure. Let's try for that. Is the carriage really waiting outside Ben?
Stepping out of the chapel into the humid swamp, you do see a carriage parked not 20 feet away, the wheels suspended just barely over the water's surface.
Now this is riding in style.
And Strahd's servant. Rahadin, I think.
A hooded figure sits up front, holding the reins to a couple of pitch-black horses. He looks over at the three of you, and for but a moment, you hear thousands of screams calling out for mercy before he looks back at the road.
What the hell is he?
Nothing good. All right, I guess it's an easier way to the village, though. We really need to take a long rest and heal back up.
As the three of you clamber in the carriage, without a word, Rahadin snaps the reins and the carriage takes off, gliding smoothly over the ground. All around you all you can see is the mists, clinging heavily and seeming to protest the swift movement of the carriage. Soon enough, you are over solid land, though the carriage continues to glide over what should be an extraordinarily rough surface.
Hey, Rahadin, do you like working for Strahd?
Surprisingly, the voice from under the hood sounds sweet and melodic, almost like a song. He is a good master. He has helped me become who I truly am.
And who is that?
Rahadin.
And who is Rahadin?
I am...
Well, that's not helpful. It's like talking to a wall.
He shrugs slightly.
What exactly are you?
I am a dusk elf.
I thought they were extinct. I haven't heard of any dusk elf sightings in a long time.
I believe I might be one of the last. I am the last within Barovia, at least.
What happened to your family? Or your tribe?
They are dead.
How'd they die?
He looks back at you, the screams once again echoing in your ears. I killed them. They were evil, serving the powers instead of my master. He turns back to the road. We are here. Out of the mists, rather suddenly, you see a wooden palisade surrounding a small village. A guard up on the wall calls down who goes, before falling silent as Rahadin glares up at him. The wooden gates swing open. I shall leave you here. The tavern is just up ahead. I shall be back to pick you up for dinner tomorrow evening.
Thanks, I think.
Hey, it got us out of walking through that marsh. And I don't think you both would have survived another snake attack.
You'd be dead if we ran into snakes as well, Donald.
That's fake news. I would have crushed them, even if I was blindfolded.
As you enter the village, and the gates close behind you, you see the guards watching you anxiously, but apparently too scared to confront you. The village of Barovia is a dingy place. Few people are outside, and those that are walk quickly towards their destinations. It's early afternoon. The town square should be bustling, but it is quiet except for a single woman manning a cart rolling from door to door. Just up ahead, you see a sign for the blood on the vine.
That's an appropriate name, I guess. Sounds like Strahd has free reign there. We should probably keep a watch tonight and stay in the same room.
Maybe we even turn in early and keep a double watch. Have only one of us asleep at a time. I don't like this, guys. Strahd knows exactly where we are, though he hasn't tried to hurt us or anything yet.
First off, I need some food. We lost all of our supplies, so I haven't eaten in like 2 days. Ben, I want to order some food and beer from the barkeep.
Walking into the blood on the vine, it is definitely not a 5-star establishment. You see a rat scurry across the floorboards, and there are few people in the room. A group of 3 hooded figures sit at a table off to the side, and behind the bar, a short, pudgy man stands wiping down a glass over and over. He looks up as you enter. Hello, what do you want?
A pitcher of your finest ale and a platter of food, please, and thank you.
He continues wiping the glass for a moment. That'll be 2 silver pieces.
We are friends of Count Strahd. I'm sure he wouldn't want us paying for our food.
With a glare, he sets down the glass. Of course, he walks into the back room, and you hear some scraping of utensils.
Well, he is definitely spitting in our food.
Yeah, that was pretty rude, Donald.
Why? Do you guys have any coin? I didn't think so. This way we still get food, but don't have to pay.
And the whole village will think we are working for Strahd.
So they won't bother us. Look, we aren't staying here for long. I don't know why we would need the people to like us.
Better to make friends than enemies.
And if you aren't ever going to see them again, then what is the difference?
The man comes back out with a pitcher of wine and a plate pretty sparse on food. He sets it on the counter. I assume the rooms upstairs are for you lot. That elf was already in here reserving them.
That'd be right, my good man. We'll be turning in early. I want to take the food and wine up to the room.
There are 3 rooms, each with a small bed and window and not much else.
Well, didn't expect it to be comfortable. I still think we should keep a double watch and just one of us sleeps at a time. Tomorrow we can go ask around town. Could be that one of the other artifacts is here, and we could read more from Strahd's journal.
I'd agree.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Strahd is our friend, though, I'm telling you guys.
All right, so a couple of things. One, we will all level up to level 8. 2, the night passes uneventfully. Around midnight, you do hear some wolf howling, and it seems closer and within the town walls, but nothing tries to enter your room and no Strahd or anything.
Sweet. Level 8. This is going to be awesome.
And it means that Strahd is probably a tougher fight than Baba Lysaga. Will we keep these level ups when we head back to Darkon then?
Yeah, you will. 8th level means you get an ability score improvement, but I think that's the main thing for everyone's class. Obama, you also get to learn 2 new spells and add 2 more prepared spells.
I'm going to improve my intelligence by 2, and then I'll learn Evard's Black Tentacles, which is the spell Baba cast on us, and Blight. Both of those seem pretty powerful. I'm also up to 50 health points.
I got an 8 on my health points roll, so I'm up to 81 health points. And I am also going to increase my strength twice to put me at 20. I'm going to do so much damage.
I'm putting a point in dexterity and a point in constitution. So I am up to 76 hit points and an 18 on my dexterity.
Great, and everyone should have taken a long rest too? So this seems like a good place to end the session. We will pick up next time with your actions in the village and probably with heading up to the castle for dinner with the Count.
Thanks to all of our viewers for watching this far, and we hope that you enjoy being back to playing Dungeons & Dragons as much as we do.
And as usual, we'd love to talk to everyone in the Discord, and there is a donate link in the description if you are able to help out the channel. We really appreciate all of the support.
Thanks for joining, everyone. We will see you all next time.